YouTube? Got a little project today on the homestead. I'm going to take you guys along for it. I think it should turn out pretty well. So you can see behind me we have a bunch of these old pieces of fencing. They were just a bunch of panels that were old and somebody was just throwing them away. They're on the side of the road. I decided to pick them up because we were planning on making a little accent wall for the trailer. And I thought these would turn out really good. So these are nice and weathered. They have a lot of character to them. And, you know, a lot of them are bad, you know, I just burned some of them. But you can see that they're just big paneling. I just took them all apart. Most of them just had 4 nails in them. Took all the nails out. And we're just going to, you know, saw down the ends to make them square. And then, you know, a lot of them are just garbage, but it was all free. It was really easy to take apart. So I'm going to take you guys along and we're going to see how this turns out today. So it's going to be a little DIY accent wall, kind of like the pallet wood style, but with the fencing. So we'll see how it turns out today. All right, so the first thing I want to do is just clean up the sides a little bit that are going to be showing. It's not bad, but these have been sitting out a while, so there's a little, you know, like algae and stuff growing on them, a little moss. So I just want to clean it up. It might give it kind of a cool look to them. So I'm just going to lightly sand our facing sides. So that's going to be the first step. Alright, so that's all I'm going to sand. Just that. So about 20 seconds. It gives it a nice kind of, right before, you know, I sand it, it's all grayish. You know, it's all been tarnished with the weather. This just kind of brings out some of that color from the wood, and then you can see that gray. So I kind of like how this looks. It's not just all one color, and it kind of pops a little more. So I'm just going to go through and sand all of my front-facing boards similar to this. So. Alright, so we have all of our wood sanded. This is the back sides of them facing right now. So the other sides are the sanded sides. What I'm going to do next is mix a little bleach in a spray bottle with a little water. And I'm going to spray these down just because I want to make sure I kill any mold spores on them. And they've just been out in the weather for a long time. So you can see there's a little greenish kind of on them. So that's just going to kill any of the bacteria growing on them and prevent, you know, any of that fishy smell. So next I'll just go through, I'm going to spray each side, and then we'll move on to our next step. So if your wood is not, you know, really weathered like mine, you can probably just skip this step. This is some really old bleach, so we'll see. It smells alright, but it came with the trailer, so probably has some years in it. Okay, so next thing we need to do is figure out our spacing in between our studs. So as you can see, this wall is not even on in the spacing. So this is a mobile home and it's built in the 70s and everything is a little interesting to say the least. So I'm going to go flush to this wall over here, and this one is 32, and then this one's 16. So we have 32, and then our next one, probably one of the farthest ones would get 48, and then our last one is not even, you can see 60 inches is not even in the center. So we're going to have to do 59 and a half if we're going to line up anything on this. So hopefully you're doing this on a house and your studs are evenly spaced out. That'd make it much easier. and you'll also have more width on a 2x4 to get your pieces on here. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start from the ceiling, and then we're just gonna slowly work ourselves down. I don't want to make the boards on the same studs coming down, so I want to, you know, have one say 36, 160, you know, so that they're not all have the same seams coming on the way down. That's going to make it look a little better. So we're going to get started, and then I'll show you guys once I get a little start on it, how it's looking. Alright guys, so if you do have some weird studs like me, write a little cheat sheet, and then you'll have your studs on center. So I have 16, 32, 48, 59 and a half. So what I'm going to do first is square up one edge, and then I'll measure. I'm just going to make a bunch of different boards to start with, and then get those lined up, and then put those up, and then we'll keep going from there. So I'm just going to cut multiple ones of each of these. Alright, so it's just that easy. So this is my 59 and a half. So boards that I have almost a good chunk all the way from edge to edge, I'll make longer. And then some boards are kind of broken down the sides, and those ones will be better shorter boards, so they might get as much footage out of them. So I'm probably going to do 2 of each dimension. We'll start from there, and then we'll go from there and see how each one looks up on the wall. Alright, one last thing, let's toss some safety glasses on. Don't want to promote, you know, any bad habits on my channel, so it's always good just to wear some safety glasses. You know, if something kicks up, goes right into your eye, you're going to lose your eye probably. So even if it doesn't seem dangerous, just toss them on. It only takes 10 seconds, so. Alright, so we're going to start this. I'm just going to put a little construction adhesive just to make sure it's sticking and the nails pop out. The wood's pretty old, so this is just a preventive measure. You don't really need to do this, but I just want to do it just because the wood has very little grip to it. So, and in case, you know, if somebody ever wants to take out my pallet wood wall in the future, it's going to be a little more difficult for them. Now I'm going to use an air nailer. If you don't have one, you can just use normal hammer nail or screw them in if you want. So that's up to you. Now I'm going to have to put another piece of trim on the top here because my piece is not going to reach it. So. All right, just like that. Now, I'm going to work from the side down a little bit and then work over, so we'll see how that works. This is kind of an experiment, so. Alright guys, so we just finished up the wall. I just put this piece in there for now. This is just temporary. I want to fix this box. But I think it came out really nice. I really like how it looks. I'm going to put some trim up on the top. I'm also going to show you guys how that looks after. But right now I have all the boards up on our wall. So that character really comes through with those wooden panels. So now there's one spot here. There's a little hole. I didn't like how the light was showing through, so I just put a piece of wood on the back of that. But other than that, is pretty simple to do. So I would say it took a total of 3 hours now to put it together, and it probably took us an hour to break apart all the boards and get the nails out. So it was about a 4-hour project, but I think with this room it's gonna really look nice and accent the walls. So the walls are not done yet, but I'll just show you guys what it's kind of looking like right now, just so you have an idea. So none of the trim is up yet. We have the walls painted and the ceiling painted, and we just have to put the trim up and then obviously clean up all of this junk. So alright guys, so we just finished up our wood paneling wall. So this was made out of all reclaimed fencing. So I really like how it came out. I just finished the trim on it. You can really see the character on the wood. So you get a little close up. Came out really nice. So it really brings this room together. So you can see kind of how the walls. So we have this gray bottom, blue trim, white baseboard, and then kind of worked. And the ceiling wasn't really meant for how it was, but we kind of built around it. So, but I really like how it brings this room together. So that's how it looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will give it a try. You can do this with, you know, both pallet wood or some reclaimed wood that has been tarnished outside. So that's what I did with this. I know it's sometimes a little easier to get a hold of pallet wood, but this is a super easy project, and I think it really brings a lot of character to your room. So I hope you give it a shot, and if you have any questions, please leave them down in the box below. We've been producing some good content for you guys, so if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to our channel. And that's all for it. We're gonna show you guys kind of a video of the whole remodeling. We took some pictures of this room. So we're going to do that for you guys and just show you the progress. So we gutted the whole room, and that's going to be on the next video. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.